I think we need some outcry from you people. I think that the idea of burning the Constitution, of Jesse Helmizing this country by eliminating J and public access 16 and 17 is so outrageous that if people want that kind of a world, go to Iraq. It's strange, and this point I made on Danu, that the communists are getting freer and freer, and capitalism is getting more and more less free. It's an incongruity I don't understand. But basically, I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay, and Steve is here to stay. But if we're knocked off these particular stations, it may take you a long time to find us. We may be diluted in some way, so you have to fight back.
Okay, I have one more question. Do you make any money on Midnight Blue?
The first 12 years of Midnight Blue, I lost $100,000 a year, and Steve knows it's true because my partner was Alex Bennett. There was no money. But I loved doing the show because it was a fuck you attitude to Time Life. I did an article for the New York Times op-ed page called Gonography, where I talked about the fact that Time Life wanted to monopolize tits and ass. Their tits were good, my tits, well, I mean, my tits really are bad, but I'm talking about the topless girls' tits. No, they need some work.
Okay.
Anyway, the point is, the first 12 years I lost money. The last 3 years we've been making money, $50,000 to $100,000 a year because of the phone lines. But basically I have a loss. It's irrelevant. I don't care if I lose money the rest of my life. Screw will subsidize Midnight Blue. That's why I believe Midnight Blue is here to stay.
Okay,
but the question is, what about Jay?
The question is, what about Jay? And then, if Jay goes, how far behind is channel C and D, 16 and 17? And, you know, because the cable company is grabbing this channel. It was originally for 14 years, for 20 years of the contract, but it wasn't activated particularly until 1976. But it was a city channel. It was an access channel. We, the people of the city, have lost that channel. Can C and D be far behind?
Don't give up the fight.
Thank you.
475-1550.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I think it's a violation of our constitutional right not to be able to watch or put programs on that we want to watch.
Thank you.
And I think that it's the whole idea of public access is that we should be able to watch these shows, or that these shows should be able to be put on the air.
You're absolutely correct.
And you know something, it's whether it's gay, straight, whatever the sexuality of it, it's just another option available. By the way, as I looked at the monitor and I saw Steve and I, we look like a slim, fast telethon. Pull back. I don't know if we
Tommy Lasorda before.
we definitely before. Someone should book us fast, put us on a diet. We look like bookends.
Yeah, right.
Actually, who's fatter? Oh, show my tummy? My what? You want to show your tummy? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's show obscenity for Aurelia.
Jesus Christ.
Now you know what's obscene.
That's obscene. That's indecent, obscene, and it shouldn't be available to anybody under the age of 47. Thank you for calling.
Should not be available to anybody under 250 pounds.
Right. We're at 475-1550. Nobody's there, somebody's here.
Hi, Bob here. Listen, I gotta tell you, I caught my son with a Screw magazine.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, well, you must have.
Hi.
Sounded like Jackie Mason.
Yeah.
Hi, I just wanted to say, with all paranoia put aside, Al, I think it's you they're out to get. Because you're the only one on cable with any balls.
Thank you.
Honestly,
Wait, we check stomachs. Want to check balls?
That'll be a quick count.
No, and I saw you. I
hope you got three.
By the way, you have regards from Mike out in the Portables.
Thank you.
And he, anyway, seeing you yesterday with Robin Bird on Donahue was kind of embarrassing because she's not very articulate, a bit of a pinhead.
She was good, actually. I liked her.
Well, she's not very articulate, and I think that...
Well, articulate or not, and I feel that she is. She has a right to be heard and a right to be seen.
Right, but the thing is, she doesn't put up a good defense like Al does. And getting back to my original point, I think it's you they're out to get, and I don't see why the cable company, if they're really serious about all this, just doesn't put it up to the people who pay for cable TV.
Well, why don't you give him a call tomorrow?
I already have written him a letter, and if
give Richard Aurelio a call. He's sitting in his office, not doing a hell of a lot.
Tell him, has he run out of blind news dealers to bust. Now he's trying to silence this very unique thing which makes Manhattan so special. Now,
Look at all the money they made off.
that's right. They made a lot of money. They sold a lot of boxes.
Where's all the money? They're upgrading the system with it.
It's disgraceful. You know, I see more crap on Cinemax and HBO, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. Again, they're trying to destroy something so unique to New York City, this kind of Hyde Park, that it's really it's gross.
And they're trying to destroy you.
Yes, and the New York Times should write an editorial. They should.
Why don't you write an editorial?
I do all the time, but no one reads it. But
I read it.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Seriously. And also, Portable Affordable should lower their prices. You guys don't compete with the New York City prices.
He told me that. Okay.
Yeah, I tell him that. Yeah. Thank you.
475-1550. Hello.
Hello. Gentlemen, I want to ask you a question, because I wonder sometimes if this is really First Amendment or whether it's really about dollars. Is Manhattan Cable, under the new franchise, going to have to expand the number of channels to the numbers that they have in the outer boroughs?
Yes, eventually. Now, however, they're talking about 52, 54. They want to get lowered already from 70 that they're supposed to. They're talking 54 right now.
Okay, now, why are they doing all of this shifting now if they're eventually going to have to expand the channels anyway?
Yeah, well, they would like to expand it to have control over all the channels.
Because I'm going to tell you...
They don't control channel C, D, and J at this particular point.
I know, and I think...
That's three channels, and each channel means bucks in their pocket.
I know, and I think what they're planning on doing is putting on a channel similar to J without you guys.
What a shocker if that happens.
I have a feeling that's what's
Well, we taught them the business for 14 years. We taught them the business, and now they're saying, well, it's our bat and ball. So long.
Yep, and watch and see if there's not a softcore porn channel on Manhattan Cable within the next 5 years.
Oh,
with another fat Jew, right? When they can have the original fat Jew.
Yeah, they're going to have all the original Jews.
No, you guys are more fun.
Yes. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
475-1550. Anything you want to say before we take a phone call?
No, I'm content.
Somebody there?
Pastrami.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Pastrami.
Al Goldstein, I have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you.
God knows why, but I have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you very much. Just bad taste.
Let me throw something at you.
Shoot.
Okay?
Sure.
I mean, you're looking for maybe a groundswell of support for your cause here tonight. But the problem with Channel J is most of it sucks. Aside from Midnight Blue, most of it sucks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of commercials. It's boring. And a lot of people just may not be moved enough to make the calls that you want them to make. What do you have to say about that?
You're right. I think a lot of stuff on the channel is bad. But if you look at it as sort of amateur night, that's what it should be. It should just exist as amateur night at the Apollo or at other movie theaters where people were given a break. It is so unprofessional, including Midnight Blue, Steve's show, where I would watch him and people call up telling him to go fuck himself. It's silly television, but it's unique. How can you as a human being relate to David Letterman and Johnny Carson, where everything is so slick? Here there's actually an ordinariness about us, a humanity about us. That's why I renew my taxi driver's license every year, because I don't want to start thinking I'm hot shit. I'm a human being, I'm no celebrity, Steve isn't and I'm not, but here you can deal with people on a level that you cannot deal with them on commercial television. And so you should actually glorify the amateurness of it and appreciate it. It's so bad. Enjoy it. It's buffoonery. Let it exist, though.
I appreciate that, but
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you. It is good, Steve.
Yeah, and Ben, you've probably watched it evolve over the years, okay?
Yeah.
You don't know how many people are coming into this town every week, the tourists, and then the first thing they want to see is Channel J. For somebody who hasn't seen it, this thing is unbelievable. For a guy who's been watching it for 10 years, well, it may be boring.
Yeah, but at least there's something authentic and real about it. I watch it sometimes, and I can't believe it's so bad, so ridiculous. People exercising beds because there are ghosts in there, or premature ejaculations. There's a joy to it. And I met my wife.
Believe me, the last thing I want is to see Channel J go off. But I'm just saying, if you're looking for this groundswell of support,
we won't get it.
May be tough.
I agree with you. Well, I'm happy. I met my wife through this. She saw me on Midnight Blue and wrote me a letter, and I'm happily married. So for me, I found a wife that, so I'm pleased.
That's right.
But I think that the quality of calls we're getting is, I mean, highly intelligent, and we appreciate it. And I think all we can do is try.